Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be a September reading for you. I'm just doing a monthly overview for each sign. We're going to start off with you, Pisces. I am using the Naked Heart Tarot, and I'm going to follow up with a Intuitive Whispers Oracle card. We are going to go ahead and get started. This is the Naked Heart Tarot again, so it's very illustrative. It's very beautiful. Let's see if I can do just one more shuffle here. Pisces, as I'm shuffling, set your intention. Tune into your energy, tune into your spirit, your soul. Call upon your guardian angels, your ascended masters, passed on loved ones, your higher self. Tune in and ask what your highest self needs to know as we proceed into the month of September. I'm doing these readings over the weekend, this long holiday weekend that we have. And just like I said, I'm wanting to cover the bases for the monthly energy. So we're going to look at several placements. I'm going to lay the cards down, tell you what they're there for, and then we're going to just discuss that. So Pisces, water sign Pisces. Let's start off with your energy. Your energy is Innocence of Swords. So this is the Page of Swords. Very curious. I'm going to not go too deep because I want to come back and talk more. This is going to be your finances. This is death energy. So something's coming to an end, so something new can begin. In your love life, we have the Lovers. Beautiful. So Pisces, I think you are feeling the feels right now in your family. We have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So there's some happiness, there's some joy in your family. Seems like something's really coming together for you. In your health, we have Temperance. Major Arcana for the sign of Sagittarius, all about balance. So you're discovering a good, healthy balance between what is good for you and what's not. What is a barrier for you in September? The Movement of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords. So sword energy. Interesting. What is your advice? These are sticky. Six of Cups. Beautiful. Sweet, loving, tender energy. Water. What is in your future? High Priestess. Another major arcana. This one in the water category. I like to give High Priestess to all the water signs. Major arcana for usually deemed towards Pisces and Cancer, but like I said, Scorpio is an intuitive water sign as well. So we're going to give it to all three. That's for future energy. Let's save that. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is here to indicate that there's the wounded warrior energy. So there's been some fights, there's been some arguments, there's been some passionate exchanges of energy, but Pisces, you're finding yourself in the position of, I want to say, come at me, bro energy. You don't want to fight, but you will. You don't want to defend anything, but you certainly will. So while you're not looking for a fight, you're not going to turn away from one either, which I happen to personally resonate with myself, that I don't go out looking for arguments and, squabbles and confrontations. But if one comes to you, you're going to stand your ground. You're going to protect yourself. You're going to do what you need to do. So Pisces, overall energy, Nine of Wands. As we get back into the heart of the reading here, your energy showing up here as the Innocence of Swords, which is, again, as I said, Page of Swords. So this is all about curiosity. This is all about investigation. This is all about you looking into things, finding things out, being somewhat of a sleuth, a detective. So in this month ahead for you, in the month of September, Pisces, I really think that you are being very clever about the way that you're finding things out. You're looking in, you're seeing, you're asking questions. It's really that detective, sleuthing kind of energy. So nothing wrong with that. This can also be considered a stalker card. So Pisces, is there something that you are stalking? It's just like this black cat, this beautiful little baby panther. They're young, they're innocent, they're naive, but they're very curious. The curiosity killed the cat. You want to know things. You want to find out things. Maybe you're trying to either prove a point, or you're trying to settle some sort of a curiosity that you're holding on to for some reason, whether it's towards someone. Maybe you're looking into a job, you're looking into a job market, you're looking into a place to move, a place to live. You're just looking into things. It's not a bad energy at all. It isn't a negative energy. It's a very curious, youthful, I want to know what I'm dealing with before I deal with it. So I don't think there's anything wrong with you looking into things in the month of September. Very positive energy is what I'm picking up there. In your finances, we do have the Death card. This is major arcana for the sign of Scorpio. And the Death card showing up in your finances to say that, like I said, when we put the card out in the first place, something is ending so that something can begin. What I'm really picking up on is that you've completed a cycle of a bill. You've paid it off. Maybe you're taking on a new credit. Maybe you're going out and buying new furniture. Something new is beginning, but it seems to me as a new debt. An old debt has been taken care of, but a new debt seems to be coming on board as well, because this is transformation. So Death card is showing up as a transformation in your finances. There's going to be this rejuvenation of better credit score, better credit rating. The old is dying so that the new can begin. So I find this to be just a very positive energy. The Death card showing up in your finances, Pisces. Scorpio energy. And into your love life, another major arcana. So there are 4 out of 8 cards. Half of your spread is major. And we have the Lovers, which the Lovers is the major arcana for the sign of Gemini. So if you're dealing with a Gemini in your love life, this is definitely showing up here as their power card. The Lovers is here, Pisces, to say that in your love life, you've been presented with a choice. There's 2 gorgeous bald eagles here, very rare. That's what I'm picking up on, is that whatever is going on in your love life right now, it's very rare. It's precious. It's protected. These eagles are the United States protected species. And so something about that is really coming up, that there is a protection over the 2 of you. Whatever it is that's going on in your love life, it's protected. You 2 are set apart. You realize the rarity of each other. I think you both really recognize and see in the other that this is something very beautiful. This is something to be treasured, to be held on to. You're not looking a gift horse in the mouth, so to speak, here. In your love life, you're really taking this situation and you are absolutely treasuring this. So your love life seems to be, you've made a choice. You realize the rarity of it, and you're holding on to it as if you were holding on to a precious antique artifact coin that you've discovered out in the middle of nowhere. You just can't believe that you found each other. And it seems like you're very content with one another. 2 little lovebirds sitting in a tree, all that from grade school. So the Lovers in your love life, it's super apropos, in my opinion, Pisces. And your family, we have 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups in your family is indicating that you're very, very pleased emotionally with where your family is sitting. This could be you and this special lover and your children or their children. But Pisces, you're feeling very content. You're feeling as if your wishes are fulfilled. You couldn't really be any happier with the way things are coming together and turning out between your family and yourself. So you're just feeling very at ease. You're feeling like your needs are being met. And I just, what a contented, lovely feeling to have in the family. In your health, Pisces, Temperance, major arcana for the sign of Sagittarius. And this is all about good luck, good fortune. I like how they have the scales here because we're balanced. We're moderation in our health. We're not doing too much of one thing. We're not doing too little of the other. We're making sure that we're very even. So we're getting enough sleep. We're working out. We're going for our daily walks. We're sitting and praying and meditating. We're doing a little bit of enough of everything so that the scales balance appropriately where our health is concerned. We're not going overboard. We're not doing nothing. We're in the exact middle where we feel really good. So far, I'm just very pleased with the energy that is showing up. This is a very healthy Pisces. This is a Pisces who really does care about the state of their heart, of their pocketbook, of their health, of their family. It's just a very positive reading so far. So awesome. Temperance for your health. Good luck, good fortune, abundance. You have abundant good health. That's what's really coming across. What is a barrier? What's getting in the way? What is a challenge? It's moving towards communication. The movement of swords is the Knight of Swords, and they are all about rapid, fast communication. If I have something to say to you, I'm going to make sure I get over to you and say what I need to say. I don't hold back. I don't silence myself for no reason. The movement of swords as a barrier is saying that something's getting in the way of your ability to communicate with someone or something, which this is a little bit interesting because all of your critical areas are very positive. So the only thing that I think maybe could be a little bit on the negative side would be you in this more immature communication orientation, the Innocence of Swords, the Page of Swords. So if you yourself, the energy that you're bringing to the month of September, moving towards good communication is a barrier for you, that's really the only negative that I'm really seeing here, is that you're getting in your own way. You're stepping on your own tongue. You're tripping over your own words, and your communication's not really coming out that clear. So either that or you're not making it easy for someone to come and talk to you. And so talking doesn't have to be confrontation. Talking is actually a very healthy exchange between adults. And so maybe just the barrier is clear communication. Maybe the barrier is the other person and the way that they communicate, and that doesn't resonate really well with you. So for some reason, there is a barrier in the movement of communicating, the movement of the analytical thought space. Swords are all about our communication, our words, our intentions. The swords and this being in the barrier is there's some sort of a slowdown. There's some sort of a resistance to communication. So resonate with that or don't. Don't make this reading fit, but that is showing up here as your barrier, as your challenge. Your advice is Six of Cups, and Six of Cups is showing up here as your advice because it's telling you to stay in your emotions in the month of September. Stay in your soft heart space, loving, tender, true, genuine heart space emotions. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia. It's about you remembering when things were innocent, when love was sweet, when love was brand new, when there wasn't anything tainting the way we felt about love. So remember those good, sweet, fresh, precious times when we felt those innocent feelings stirring in our heart of love. This is the advice for you. So Pisces, that's not difficult to ask of you. You're such a sweet, loving sign anyway. And this is just reminding you to be yourself this month. In September, be the Six of Cups. Be that sweet, loving, tender being that you already are. In your future, we're looking at the High Priestess. This is you needing to remember as you move into the future, as we head towards the later part of fall, remember, you know, you have the answers, you have the information, everything that you started the month off looking for, looking into, investigating, sleuthing out. Your future advice is, you know. It's the wise owl, the high priestess, major arcana for all the water signs. And it's showing up here for you as your future advice, reminding you that everything that you need to know outside of you, you already have inside of you. There is literally nothing that you can't tune into yourself, tune into your higher self, your energetic spirit guides, your guardian angels, whatever it is that you believe or you practice in a spiritual sense for your internal guidance and knowing. This is saying to trust that. Trust yourself, Pisces. You already know. You already have the answers. The High Priestess showing up here for you, Pisces, just as an affirmation, as a confirmation that the answers that you seek are already within you. So High Priestess. Pisces, I'm going to finish off your spread with one Intuitive Whispers Oracle card. And I do want to read from the book because I don't want to take away from the intended true message that the author has. So this is the Intuitive Whispers Oracle card deck by Maud Hurst. I'll just do one more shuffle for you. And I do thank you so much for being here. I do ask that you like, subscribe, share, follow. All of that just helps the channel. Anytime you want to comment, I am always here for that too. So please don't hesitate. All right. We have Explore Fullness. This is card 35. Let me get the book out for you so that I can make sure and give you that intended message for Intuitive Whispers Oracle. And we have, what does fullness represent to you? So often in life, we are taught to thrive in emptiness, whether that's being celebrated for being slim or being part of our consumerist society that needs us to feel empty so that we keep craving more to feel satisfied. Let's rebel and explore the glory of fullness. It will allow you to soak up the entirety of each moment, the fullness of every emotion, and the feeling of being totally satisfied with every meal. When you allow yourself to explore fullness, you may notice how many places emptiness has appeared up until now. Let's reclaim fullness as a celebration rather than a failure. Changing this perspective can change the way you enjoy your life. Think about how rich your experiences could be. As you explore fullness, ask yourself, what else can I experience in this moment that perhaps I haven't felt, seen, touched, heard, tasted, or smelled? Next time you're walking, look around you and notice the colors you could have missed. When you're eating, notice what other flavors you can taste that you just took for granted moments before. Next time you feel a strong emotion, lean further in, feel its fullness, the joy, the laughter, the sadness. There is richness of life you are about to discover that you never knew was possible. Let's get full. So for September, Pisces, I hope this resonated with you. I do enjoy your feedback in any way, shape, or form. Thank you so much for being here. Be blessed. Be well.